Almost $34,000 for a 2026 Honda Civic. That is a lot of money for a Honda Civic. We're back here at Honda where we're probably going to see close to $40,000 Civics, but overall, Honda's reliability and reputation has went down the drain in the last few years. There's just no question about it. Since they introduced turbo engine and CVTs, it's been a disaster. I mean, look at this one, 34 grand basically. Civics are $34,000. That's the reality of the situation. And then Honda dealerships are some of the hardest to deal with, especially this one, adding resistol, not even on the window. They do it on their website, which is some BS because they're definitely adding fees after fees and all sorts of stuff, dock fees, and they don't want to negotiate. $33,800 for a 2026 CRV 1.5T with the dreaded CVT. So you have the 1.5T with the CVT. This is exactly what you need to stay away from. This is not a good thing. This is a problem with Honda because they were known for reliability, especially with their engines. They've had weak transmissions in the past, but man, their engines are naturally aspirated. If you guys remember the 2.4 liter, that was a good engine. But now it's turbo this, turbo that, $29,000, 2026 HRV, and as you see, of course, CVT. And can CVTs last? They're not built to last that long. You can't really maintain them overall, and there is no, let's say, rebuilding it. Forget about it. It's only replace, replace, replace. So it is a little bit of a different thing, and you just have to think about it. It's a CVT. There's no way you can build a car and say, I want this to last forever, or I'm building it for reliability, and then you use a CVT. That doesn't make sense. The only reason you use a CVT is so it can be more efficient necessarily until it breaks down, I guess, on the side of the road. Now, luckily, Honda still uses a V6 in their pilots and their ridge lines. People love this naturally aspirated V6, but even the V6, I mean, it's reliable overall, but it's had issues, and it does have a timing belt that needs to be replaced every 100,000 miles, which is an additional maintenance cost. That is not cheap. Let's see here. Yeah, you guys can barely see 2025 original, $44,000. But yeah, I mean, it's some people love them as the midsize truck, but it's not cheap. You're talking 40 grand. Now we're getting to the Accords, 2025 Accord with the 1.5T, and of course, you're gonna get the CVT, 32 grand. I guess these Accords are cheaper than most of the Civics. Those Civics are crazy. I mean, 40 grand for a Civic. Get out of here with that. But let's see what else we got. A lot of inventory, and that's the thing. Look at all this inventory. You go to Toyota, I barely ever find this at Toyota, but at Honda, they have every make, every model in stock. I mean, everything. They got it all, and it's all overpriced, I can tell you that. But they made a lot of Honda fanboys mad. $40,000, 2025 Accord Hybrid, because a few years ago, or many years ago, I say 5 years ago, Honda said that a little bit of oil dilution was okay. It was okay for your turbo engine to burn a little oil. That's normal. Yeah, get out of here, Honda. You're covering up mistakes that you made with designing an engine that was simply not reliable and not made to last. But again, anytime there's a CVT, that's not meant for long-term reliability. It's that simple. 2025 Accord, $36,000. And I know someone on here is going to say, oh, I have a CVT that lasted 250,000 miles. Yeah, you can get lucky. But I'm talking about common sense approach. Overall, in the masses, when you're talking about CVT, it's not reliable. That's just common sense. We're using a common sense approach here, especially when it comes to being a mechanic. People know this kind of stuff. CVTs are not meant to last. There's no question. Ask any mechanic. Now let's look at this one. Basically 32,000 for an HRV. That's a lot of money, man. A lot of money for this thing, but in today's market, I mean, vehicles, you go to some of the domestic manufacturers like Ford, I barely find vehicles in the 30s. It's hard sometimes, you know, unless they have some of the base models, and they don't even offer anything but trucks and SUVs, you know. So at least Honda still offers cars and sedans and stuff. So that is a benefit, but man, look at all this inventory, which just goes to show you the market they're in. Discount, 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 discount. It's that simple. And I know how dealerships like to act. Oh, we can't discount the pilots. Yes, you can. I promise you can find a Honda dealership that will discount, especially if you look around. You just might have to find a different dealer. That's the deal. Let's see what's going on with this one. 51,000. Wow. That's a lot of money, but at least it ain't 70 grand. You know, we've seen crazy stuff like that. But again, if you're looking at any of these Hondas, get it well below MSRP. Don't play games with the Honda dealership, because a lot of them try to act like, oh, we're something special. These vehicles are super reliable. We're low on inventory. Well, you have a whole line of them. You have all the inventory you need. And there's even an overflow lot back there. So they have so much, they don't know what to do with. Let me know what you think. Have a great day and stay blessed.